Hey everybody, I'm Mama Baird. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are visiting Costco. Can you see it? It's there. So I gotta get dog food, cat food, all that stuff. So let's get in there and let's check it out. I live in Missoula, Montana, so that is where this one is located. If you've never been here before, you get your card out and then you scan it and they check it to make sure that you are who you say you are. And the first thing I noticed is these lawn ornaments of these games. There's Tetris here. And then look, they have Guess Who. I thought that was so funny. I've seen the checkers before, but I haven't seen a Guess Who or a Tetris. So I thought that was kind of fun that they had those games you can get. They also have a big electronics section, which I don't really go to too often. They also have a jewelry area. And then look, it's just massive. They have all the summer camping gear out. You can get tents here, coolers, all kinds of things. I got my list here. I'm going to show you a little tour of the place though, and then we'll get to shopping. I kind of like to just walk around and see what they have. There's different furnitures as you can see there. They also have outdoor furniture. And then down here, they usually have washing machines, dishwashers, fridges, vacuums, mops. Here's razors. They always have certain stuff on sale. They try and put the stuff on sale in the end caps so you can see it, which is, you know, marketing makes you buy it more. And then I didn't go down here too much because I didn't want to get too distracted. But like, there's luggage, there's fans, they have light bulbs, they have batteries. Here's air fryers, 2 different types of blenders, the Vitamix. That's a good deal for a Vitamix. And then I have lost or broken some of my Tupperware containers. So these were on sale right now for $15. And I was like, ooh, that would be a good thing to get. But then I realized that these were the plastic ones and I like using the glass ones. So, because we usually heat up our food in it. So I looked down here at the glass ones and they were $25 for the set. Those do go on sale occasionally, so I decided to skip those for today. And then they have several different new ones. Here's some meal prep ones, also $25. All kinds of new pots and pan set. This would be a good place to get a new set for like a wedding gift or something. And then they also had a Cutco person out there sampling and showing you how good Cutco's knives are. They have several of those out here, especially on the weekends. They like to have people promote different things. Like here's one with the sunglasses that you get special stuff. I didn't talk to anybody though. Lots of summer stuff out for the kids. They have these water guns. I'll probably end up picking up one of those for the kids, the 3-pack. They have water soakers. I'll also probably end up getting these reusable balloons. They really like that. And then I saw this metal detector, and my son's birthdays are coming up in July, and one of them I think would be really good for him. He can find treasure and stuff. The other one wants a keyboard, like a piano. Ugh, kids, getting expensive already. But here's like little games you can play, basketball. Here's model cars. Oh wait, no, this isn't modeled. It's already a car. So they're just big cars that you can, Gideon would like that. He would have that in his room. Here's a race car. It's kind of cool. They have kites. We got kites last year and we still have ours, so we're not going to need new kites this year, which kites, I don't know about you guys. It's a love-hate relationship. Like it's fun to do, but I hate trying to get them in the air and keep them in the air. Maybe I'm just bad at kiting. I don't know, but we'll try it again this year. So here they have all different types of toys that you can get for your kids. It's always fun to see what they have. And here are workbooks too. So we might get one of those for the kids to do over the summer, just to do a little bit of work so they don't fall too behind or forget everything in school, you know. And then here they had walking sticks, electric bikes, scooters. Here's flower Lego kits. I think that looks kind of cool. That would be fun for like decoration. And then they have this play set. Look at this giant play set. It's $1,000. Is that a good deal for anybody who's gotten a play set before? There's more on the back of it. You'll see here in a minute. And then they have the electric bikes up there too, just to kind of show what they look like. Lots of summer stuff for like Barbies with the pool. And then here's another giant lawn game, Kerplunk. You guys remember that game? So it was on sale for $60. The other ones were still $90. So you can see that the other play place here, it has like a rock climbing that you go up there and this big slide and it has swings. So I don't know, that would be fun to get for kids one day. That would be like a mutual gift, you know, for all of them. And here's some walking sticks. Oh, here's an ugly stick. I got hit with that a couple of times when I was born here. Oh, wait, it's fishing stuff. Sorry. So we got fishing gear here. You know, we're in Montana, so lots of fishing. It's always interesting to see what they have. They also have bear spray because, you know, we're in Montana. Sun lotion. And then they have this giant water thing. Look at that. That's $400 for it. But look at the giant dinosaur. Look how big it is up there. So that would be fun. I mean, if only we were rich, right? And then they have the goggles and pool stuff to go with it and towels. They have kayaks here. I don't know if they have canoes, just kayaks. And then life vests, summer tubes. So Costco's ready for summer. We do have a lot of lakes and rivers here, so it's always super popular going into the river. So that's nice that you can get a bunch of stuff with there. Oh, here is a insulated bag for it. They also have couches you could buy. So a couch there, all the garden stuff is up. They also had a garden center I didn't go to this round. And then here's like a storage shed that you could get. Here's 2 swivel chairs and then a lazy boy chair. That would be super fun. I like those swivel chairs. And then here's just a small little dining room table. Those chairs were $2.89 for the double pair, which wasn't too bad. And then here they have a hallway table, entertainment center, something there. Lots of charcoal because barbecue season's coming up. I think they had bratwurst on sale as well. So now we're going back here. I like to start towards the back of the store and get the toiletries and things done first. And then they have the deli stuff there. Well, guys, I did all of my shopping. I'm ready to face the line and check out. On the way out, it didn't take too long in line, though. Like, it moved pretty fast, so. And afterwards, I had to stop at the deli. I'm going to pick something up for lunch. I'm in town, and husband's working, so I thought I'd pick up something for him and I'd bring him, like, a hot dog. So I got 2 hot dog orders that came with a big hot dog and then a soda. Look at that, $3. I was going to get an ice cream for us to split, but it looks like they're out of ice cream right now. So we'll just get this $3 lunch for husband and I. I got to tell you though, I was burping up that hot dog for a while after I was done. So there we go with number 788. They have a lot of people always working in there because they're super busy, and sometimes you got to wait for a while, but they're really fast. They have $10 large pizzas too, so great deal. All right, now that we are checked out, let's see what I got. Hey everybody, we are back from Costco. Woo, that turned into quite a trip. I got some different stuff this time. I'm trying to do more high protein eating. I tell you, I feel more peer pressure as an adult to eat protein than I ever did as a kid to do drugs, right? So I got some different things and I'm going to show you what I got. And then I'm going to let you know what I think of them because there's some new high protein items that, you know, some of it I got on sale, some of it I got just to try. So that's what we're going to do. I'll go through it kind of just random order based on what I got here. We did have some hot dogs for dinner last night, so this comes with 7 in each one. I air fried them for 5 minutes, turned out great. So these were originally $15 for 4 packs of 7. That was $5 off though, so I got it for $10. So this is a good deal. We're trying to get like better hot dogs than just the Bar S, and we haven't been getting Bar S bologna or the hot dogs, so if I have them, it's just from what I'm clearing out of my freezer. I was going to get the original, like the beef ones that Costco has, that has the 3-pack, and there's like several in each one. Those ones are $20 each, but since these were on sale, I decided to go ahead and give these a try. And then I also got a bag of hamburger buns that came with 48 of them, and it was like $4.29 for those. So pretty good deal just to have like some hot dogs for dinner. You can turn them into chili cheese dogs, or you know, what's some of your favorite things to do with hot dogs? I did get tortillas. Tortillas is one of my favorite things to have on hand. For one, they last a long time. They have a long shelf life just hanging out. I don't think I've ever had a tortilla mold on me just get hard from being left out and getting crunchy. And they're good to make. You can do cheese roll-ups. You could even do cheese hot dog, roll it up, dip it in ketchup. My mom used to do those for us, you know, cheap and easy cheese hot dog roll up, you know, so it's always good to have tortillas. And these are pretty reasonable at Costco, $6.39, and it comes with 40. So I think that's a great deal for the tortillas. And then I also got these new high protein carb savvy wraps, which are tortillas as well. And it has 90 calories in one, 9 carbs, 6 grams of fiber, and 11 grams of protein. I recently saw this ratio with protein, where if you want to know if it's truly a good protein source and not just something that's like high calories that says it's high protein, is you want to take the protein amount and add a 0 to it on the end. So this is 11 grams of protein. So if this has 110 calories or less, then it's a good protein source. But if it has over 110, then it's not as good as you would think, and it's more fat and sugar or whatever. Like peanut butter, for example, is more fat to protein, so you can still have it. You would just use it, count it as a fat. So I know that's something I'm starting to get into, eating the protein. So if you are already a protein eater, give us some tips down below. But yeah, so I thought I would give these a try. It comes with 12 of them, and these were like 9 something, like I think $10, so less than $1 a wrap. And it has 11 grams of protein, and then you can also stuff it with protein, right? So I thought those would be kind of fun to give a try. So for example, here for the protein bars, I'm like, here, we'll get protein bars here, and this will be a good additional good protein source besides just a granola bar. But here you'd say it's got 10 grams of proteins, so that means it would have to have 100 calories or less for it to be a good protein source. It has 190 calories for one bar. So not your ideal protein source if that's what you're looking at. I mean, not bad, good in a pinch, good for throwing in, you know, for hiking and stuff, especially with school. This is the kids' last week of school. So summer's about to come hard, and I'm going to be needing lots of like protein snacks and tricks and stuff because they're going to be eating so much. So that's just one of the examples of the protein I was talking about. And then I also got these Buffalo Crispy Chicken Chips. These were on sale. So these were originally $9 and they were $3 off. And you guys, these are so good. I tried some the other day because we had hot dogs and sandwiches. So I also broke into the Doritos. So this big bag of Doritos was on sale for $5. I don't know about you, but just getting a family size or a party size bag of Doritos at the store now is $5 to $7. So the fact that you can get this giant bag for $5 at Costco, if you get it on sale, is a good deal. And then you can just like portion it, or, you know, with the 5 of us, it doesn't last more than a couple of days, that big bag. But these ones, so this was also $7, and it has 8.5 servings, and this is chicken. It's like a chicken chip. So it's got chicken breast, egg whites, and chicken bone broth, and then it's got like buffalo seasonings in there. Ingredients: chicken, tapioca starch, sunflower oil, egg whites, bone broth, and then seasonings. So it's a chicken chip. Can you believe it? That's really good too. It's kind of spicy, but you get used to it. And then they become addicting. I can't believe that's just chicken and egg. 10 grams of protein for 25 chips. So it should have 100 calories to fold into that math thing we did, but it has 160. I still don't think that's bad. Especially to substitute from having Doritos, have this instead. And with this only being $7, I might go and grab a couple more to have on the shelf for easy eating, especially because husband thinks this is too spicy, so it can just be for me. And this will also help satisfy, because I love buffalo hot wings, so this will help satisfy like my hot wing craving and my chip craving. So that's a great deal. So if you haven't tried these yet and they're at your Costco, try them. They're so good. And then I also got some new underwear. I can't believe how expensive underwear is. This was $14 for a 5-pack. But they fit pretty nice. You want to see? Just kidding, you creeper. But Mama needed some new underwear, so check, got that. That'll be enough to last me the summer, right? How often do we get ourselves new underwear? I also needed some vanilla, so I got a thing of vanilla there. I really like their vanilla. I think it tastes really nice and rich. I think this was $10, $9.59 for this vanilla, and this will last me maybe 2 months. We'll see, I do a lot of baking. Big block of cheese. This mild cheddar cheese is my favorite to get at Costco because I find it a really good price. This was $5 for 2 pounds. So $2.50 for a pound of cheese, I think, is a fantastic deal. So this is usually the only, they have big blocks of like the Tillamook cheese, but usually this is the one I get because it's super cheap. It's a good deal. Oh, speaking of protein, this was a spontaneous grab, was this granola. They were sampling it. You know, Costco does their samples, and it was really good. And it's got 17 grams of protein in 1 serving, which is 2/3 of a cup, which is a lot of granola. And here's what it looks like. like big clumps. It's got sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, erythritol, whey protein crisps, almonds, pecans, butter, whey protein concentrate, salt, and monk fruit extract, which the monk fruit's the sweetness in there. And this is actually really good. Like the powder is what makes it stick together. I would probably do 1/3 of a cup of this on top of yogurt. Would probably be the only way I really have granola. Do you guys eat granola any other way? And if you do 1/3 of the cup here, it's 140 calories, 7 grams of protein. So it's double the protein to calorie intake we like. But if you add 7 grams of protein plus like this stuff, carbs and fiber and stuff to keep you going, and you mix it here with like this 15-gram things of yogurt that we got, that's gonna be 22 grams of protein for a yogurt with some granola on top of it. And that's a great thing to have like right before you go out and do an activity that's gonna be extenuating, you know what I'm saying, exerting. So you could have like before you go out to the zoo or with the kids out and about, or you know, if you go work out or something, they have a yogurt. So that's going to be a good snack. The protein grains here, protein granola was $14.99, so $15, not on sale, but this is going to last a long time, probably at least a month. So for $15 to get an extra granola for your breakfast that you know is nutritious, that you don't have to worry about having to make yourself, you know, I think that's worth it. I really do. And I'm probably going to end up putting this in like a jar so I can vacuum seal it and so it stays fresh and I can see it, it'd be pretty and stuff. But so this was $15 for this. And then the yogurts, which comes with 18 of them, under $10 for 18 yogurts, $25 total for 18 snacks, you know. So I think that's a great deal. And that's one thing I love about Costco. People say you don't need to, it's not worth it to buy in bulk, but I totally disagree. I think you save a lot of money, especially when you got lots, you know, a big family. All right, I also got to think of broccoli. This is my favorite vegetable. I use and make this most. I just had it last night with some lasagna. We had broccoli and then some garlic cheese rolls that I had put in the freezer. So that was really good. And this broccoli is not too bad. It's $8 and it's 3 pounds and it's already trimmed and ready to go. So it saves a lot of time and you're getting kind of the best part of the broccoli. You don't have to worry about dealing with the stem. All right, and then I'm going to do some of the freezer stuff so I can get this back in. We love these Johnny Pops. They're organic and they're all fruit flavored. So cherry, orange, lemon, lime, blue raspberry, and grape. So it's kind of like a natural flavored pop. A serving size is 2 pops, which is crazy. We just do 1, and it's only 60 calories per pop, you know, 13 grams of sugar, not too bad, but it's got lots of the organic and no food coloring or anything. So these are pretty good. The kids really like them. Husband even likes them. So I tried to keep this stocked up so we're not just having like ice cream, which we will. I was thinking about getting those little ice cream like sherbet cups or something that they have at the school. I saw those at the chef store the other day. So I was thinking about getting those. And then they can have like a little ice cream and then they can have one of these for summer as it gets hot. I also got some taquitos. We like to have some type of freezer ready to eat meal ready to go for like husband. Last time I got pepperoni Hot Pockets and this time I got taquitos. He really likes those and something that he can eat up easily. So these were $15 for the 30 taquitos. I mean, I don't think that's too bad. That's 50 cents a taquito, you know, and that's a good brand. These are good flour ones. And then for the Rainbow Pops, it was $12.59 for 18 of them. So I think those are good deals. All right, let me put this up real quick. All right, I also got some butter. I like to be stocked up on butter. Sometimes I get into baking fixes and stuff. So I got 4 pounds of butter here. And they got pretty good butter. I mean, I don't have any complaints about it. Butter was $10.99, so $11 for 4 of them. Not the best deal, but not bad either. And then husband needed some deodorant. Ooh, scratch and sniff. You know what they smell like. I love a good smelling man. All right, so this is his favorite. I don't know about you guys, but Old Spice is a good smell. All right, so we got these. This will last him a while. I think he probably goes through deodorant a month, if I had to guess. I mean, I don't really know. I don't keep that track of it. But this was $18 for 4. I mean, expensive, but that's hygiene products for you. And then we also got new bones to try. These are on sale. Poor Colby always getting spoiled with his bones. So we got one. It actually kind of looks like a real bone, but I think it's breakable. Yeah, it's not a real bone. It just kind of looks like it. So well, that's cool. It's a cool baby. Goodie snack. Oh yeah, he approves. All right, so some treats for the boy. I know, probably not necessary, but got it. Another thing that I've been having, I was getting these guacamole cups, which has 2.5 ounces of guacamole in it. And I've been making 2 to 3 scrambled eggs. And then I put one of these on top of it and then some salsa, and I'll have that for breakfast. So now I might be able to throw it into the wrap, and I can make like a wrap out of it. Like, yo, 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 breakfast wrap with guac. Yeah, that's what we do. We're wrapping. No, it's cool. So I've been doing that. It might be cheaper just to get guacamole and split it up. I like that it's portioned though, so I don't have to worry about it going bad and eating it all in one, because this is good until July 2nd. So, and this was $12. So there's 16 of them, less than 50 cents a cup. I think that's worth it, and it's a good fat for you. It's got 8 grams of fat, 90 calories, 1 gram of protein, so 4 grams of fiber. So I got that. That's what I've been having for breakfast lately. And then a couple of the large items here. I got some of this sparkling water. Now, I used to buy cases of soda, so now I'm buying cases of the sparkling water. And I want to show you a trick to a drink that's really good. My friend Jen actually taught me this. So I got this last time at Costco. We got these Crystal Light, just the packet ones. This one happened to be a the strawberry has caffeine in it, but I've also picked up some loose ones too and put them in here, like just the Walmart brand here of different ones. Like here's fruit punch, and then there's a cherry, orange, but let's do the strawberry watermelon. And we're gonna mix it with this blackberry lemonade. So this is a Crystal Light packet, sugar-free. You know, it has probably the artificial sugar, you know, anything sugar-free that still tastes sweet has the artificial sugar in it. And there's always the debate of, is that better or is regular, sugar better? You can see there is food coloring in this, so if that's something that you watch for, I mean, come on, Crystal Light, you don't need it. Nobody cares about food coloring anymore, and that if the raspberry actually looks pink like a raspberry, no one cares about that anymore. But this is a good way if you are struggling to cut out soda. This is fizzy, it has flavor, it's just carbonated water. I know people say it's not the same, just drink water. I get that too, but sometimes you need the fizzy and the bubbles. And it tastes really good. And it adds something to this besides just that Crystal Light. So if you're looking for an easy drink that's calorie free, there you go. Calorie and sugar free. Pinky up, because we fancy. And this case of water here, it comes with 24, and it was $11.59. So that's not too bad at all. Cheaper than a case of soda would be. Also, we got baby wipes. They didn't have any of the store brand, so I just got the Huggies, and that was $25 for those. We got toilet paper. I just got the Charmin because it was on sale, and I've heard that the Kirkland one isn't so good on a septic tank. So we got the Charmin toilet paper, which will last, I think that usually lasts about a month or so. I'm not quite sure. Best thing to do is write your date on the thing that you opened it. So then whenever you're done, you can see when you opened it, and that tells you how long it lasted. But that was $32.99 and it was $6 off. So 25 bucks for toilet paper, 25 bucks for baby wipes. So there's $50 in just that. And then we also needed trash bags, which I don't think I put on the list, but I remembered while I was there. And these were $19. But this has a lot, like, look at that big bag, 200 bags. So that'll last us quite a while. So that was nice to get. And then we also had to get cat litter, which was originally $16.49, but it was on sale this week for $4.10 off. So I paid $12.39 for it. So that was a pretty good deal on that. And then for cat food and dog food, it was $22 for the cat food and $30 for the dog food. So pretty much $100 just in non-food essential items: trash bags, cat litter, dog food, cat food, baby wipes, toilet paper. I didn't have to get any cleaning supplies this time. Sometimes I have to get cleaning supplies there. So every time's different. It's just based on what you need. And if something's on sale, I try and stock up on it, because even though it's only $4.10 cheaper, if I can still get that, that saves me $8 that I could get, you know, a whole nother case of something else. So I think it's worth it to buy what is on sale and have a backup and a stocked up. And then lastly, I got some dairy. I got some heavy whipping cream, which was $10, and these were $4.29 each for half and half. Half and half I use a lot for cooking and mostly coffee. And then the heavy whipping cream also used for cooking. I also recently just made my own whipped cream to bake for a strawberry shortcake, so that was really good to use with this. This also makes really good homemade Alfredo sauce. So you use like a stick of butter and then 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, Parmesan cheese, salt, pepper, boom, you got an Alfredo sauce. That's really good. You can even throw in garlic in there to make it like a garlic one. Throw in sun-dried tomatoes, make a sun-dried tomato Alfredo, and that's a lot cheaper than and healthier than having the jar. Now, heavy whipping cream is a high fat, I know that, but Alfredo sauce, not necessarily cooking it for the benefit of the nutrition, right? It's mostly for the flavor and how good it is. So you do this with some chicken, fettuccine, broccoli that you steam, boom, you got some chicken Alfredo. That will save you a lot of money by making it at home. Well, guys, that's all I got from Costco this week. Thank you for coming along and shopping with me and seeing what I got. What are your some must-haves from Costco? What are some things that surprised you? I really liked being able to get in there and see all the different things that they are selling, not just like essential food and stuff, but just fun stuff. You know, that's always good to see. Well, guys, thanks for coming along. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you next time on Mama Bears.